I'd like to call a special meeting because of a change in time and venue for the Parks and Recreation Commission to order for Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. And roll call.
So.
Yes, I'm here.
Palmer. I'm sorry. I can't even. Chair Palmer, could you do a roll call?
Sure.
You do the roll call.
Sure. Commissioner Zastro? Here. Commissioner Greenberg?
Here.
Commissioner Zamatia?
Here.
Vice Chair Gonzalez?
Here.
Commissioner Nigel?
Here.
Commissioner Melendrez?
Here.
And Student Rep Lynn?
Here.
Excused absence tonight is Commissioner Martinucci. So, roll call. Now we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance, and I let our interim director slide last meeting. He doesn't get to slide this meeting. We're going to be led by Mr. Stallings.
Ready, salute. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Stallings. Item 3. Now you can hear me anyways. Item 3 is review of agenda. All the commissioners had a chance to look at it. Does anybody wish to move an item tonight? If not, I'll ask for a motion in a second to approve the agenda.
So moved.
I second it.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any questions from any of the commission? None. All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 4 is approval of the minutes. And on our agenda tonight, we actually have 3 sets of minutes to approve. We have minutes from January 17th, 2018, February 21, 2018, and March 21, 2018. It is okay for us to approve the minutes as they're written, without any questions, and we can take this as one motion. So if none of the commissioners have anything to change, I'd ask for a motion and a second to have all 3. Interim Director Stallings.
Through the chair, you're accepting the minutes, not approving the minutes.
That's right. And you've told me that twice now. So maybe the third time I'll get it. Yes. So we're accepting the minutes. We're not approving them. As he's explained to me, we only approve the minutes if there's changes. So we're accepting the minutes as they are. Commissioner Greenberg, do you have a change?
Yes, through the chair. The oral report, as stated in the minutes from Group 4, was actually a presentation.
Are you requesting
Semantics.
that be changed?
Just semantics, yes.
Okay, so which set of minutes was that?
It was 2 set of them, February 21st and hold on. And
Okay,
March 21st.
Okay, so those minutes cannot be accepted. We can't accept the minutes from January 17th, right?
No, just a revision to them.
We can't accept them tonight then.
Well, then, yeah.
Through the chair, if Commissioner Greenberg is satisfied with simply clarifying semantically and not requesting that the minutes be changed, then you can approve them as submitted, accept them as submitted. You got me doing it now.
Yeah.
Accept them as submitted.
Guilt train them.
Otherwise, you can accept January,
Right.
and then you can approve the other 2, and
With corrections.
With that,
corrected, and again through the Robert's Rules of Order, commissioners did not have to be present at the meeting to approve a correction, and you can always abstain.
correct. So is that acceptable, Commissioner Greenberg?
Yes, it is. Thank you. That would make me happy.
Okay, so we'll make that semantical correction on presentation and oral report. If there's no other questions, then I'll ask for a motion in a second to accept the minutes.
I move that we accept the minutes of January 17th, February 21st, and March 21st.
Seconded.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any questions from any of the commission?
Well, I'm going to need to abstain from January 17th, so
Okay.
I don't know how we do that.
Commissioner Zamatia is abstaining from January 17th. That's fine.
And I need to abstain from February 21st.
So
I was
let me just clarify one thing. You don't need to abstain even though you weren't here,
Oh, okay.
because we're just
Then I
accepting them. You don't need to
retake
abstain.
that back.
That's one of the things that's been clarified.
Okay.
So we'll get this right, you know. Anyways, we have a motion and a second.
Call for the question.
Anybody have a question? All those in favor?
Aye.
And no one's opposed. Okay, moving on to item 5, the consent calendar. No items were moved, so the consent calendar is, we can skip over that part. And now we're up to item 6, public comment on items not on the agenda.
Thank you. Am I on? My name is Amy Fink, and I'm here representing the Bay Area Special Olympics Lions Club. We have a proposal that we'd like you to take into consideration. We're hoping that you will embrace. We found a fabulous swing that accommodates a wheelchair. Our club would like to purchase that. We would like to work with you, partner with you on figuring out where it goes, how it goes, when it goes, and all of that. We recommend Commodore Park just because we feel that it is set up as one of the most accessible parks. We definitely want it to be in a public park in San Bruno, but of course we're open to your input and your exploration with us. But we are very anxious to purchase that swing and explore with you where it may go.
Okay, thank you, Amy. While you're here, can I ask if any of the commission has any questions? I'm sorry, Amy, go ahead.
Well, I just want to let you know that the Bay Area Special Olympics Lions Club is a club that's, our focus is providing fun and all kinds of things from A to Z for the physically challenged and intellectually challenged community. So we saw this. We know that there was at one time a fabulous park over there, and we would like to see something again. If you would visit our Facebook page, Bay Area Special Olympics Lions, you'll see a little video there and more information so you can have a good idea of what it looks like and what it might be. And I'm very anxious to get together with any one of you to explore this further, and I hope you'll embrace the idea with us.
Okay, thank you, Amy. While you're there, I want to ask if any of the commissioners have any questions of you.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Greenberg?
So Amy, you selected Commodore because it's close to some schools in the area that would benefit
Well, we know
from
there's
the
a school
use.
across the street, and the park itself happens to be very accessible already. In many ways, it's flat. You can get from the sidewalk to most of the playground areas pretty easily. And I believe that the surface there's already some of what is needed. As far as the structure, the installation, the ground, all this, we have to explore that. We don't know that. But we're open to meeting with you on that.
Okay, and just so the commission, the rest of the commissioners know, I've made arrangements to attend a BASO board meeting on May 2nd.
First Wednesday in May, whatever that is, yeah.
So I'll be working with them on this project.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Amy. Okay, we're on to item 7A, new business, and this is the Commission's annual presentation of the 2017 Community Recognition Award. I would like to pass this item over to my fellow commissioner, Commissioner Dave Nigel, who's going to help me make this presentation this evening. Commissioner Nigel?
Thank you. The Community Recognition Award was established in 1991. The first recipient was James Fitzgerald, who was our mayor and also a supervisor for San Mateo County. This award recognizes somebody who has done outstanding service, dedication, and is an icon in our city. And the application goes out in the fall and comes back to the department, a committee is set up and the selection is made. And so there are criteria here that explains, which I will cover. This evening, we respectfully honor one such person that has exemplified herself in all these categories, and that is Mrs. Carolyn Ann Livingood of blessed memory. Carolyn was a very special and revered citizen of San Bruno, having moved here in 1948. She was a loving mother of Lexi, who's in the audience tonight, and her son Mark, also in the audience tonight, and numerous loving extended family, and especially her beloved grand puppies. Carolyn was a long-time respected news correspondent for the San Mateo Times, the San Mateo County Times, the San Jose Mercury News, the San Mateo Daily Journal, the Patch, and other news agencies. In addition to her very successful professional career, Carolyn was exceptionally devoted to public service, and that's what tonight's all about, to honor her in that vein, as she profoundly loved her hometown of San Bruno and San Mateo County. Carolyn was honored and acknowledged on numerous occasions by countless organizations, agencies, and especially by our very own San Bruno City Council. Now just for impact, I have 17 bullets, so you're going to have to be patient because this is what she's being honored for. Carolyn served as president of the Avenue of Flags Committee at the Golden Gate National Cemetery, an event that I love going to because they honor veterans and those who have fought for our country and have given their lives. She is many military veteran causes she was involved in. Jobs for Youth, first honoree of the Patriot of the Year Award in 2016. And she was inducted into the San Mateo County Women's Hall of Fame. She was involved in so many activities, causes, and events here in San Bruno. San Bruno Beautification Task Force. She was in the San Bruno Cultural and Arts Commission, and she was a charter member of that group, and that started in 2003. She was in the San Bruno Citizens Crime Prevention Committee for 25 years, including 4 times serving as chairperson. In acknowledgement of her service, the city declared May 2nd, 2002 as Carolyn Livingood Day. Pretty special. Her service to San Bruno Skyline Community College began in 1964 as North County chairperson of the first bond campaign to build the college, and her support continued as a member of the President's Council. In recognition of her significant achievement, Carolyn was the first recipient of the Skyline Shines Award, a very special award at the college. Carolyn served on the San Mateo County Committee on School District Organization for 23 years and worked to support the needs of students and families here in San Bruno and throughout the county. In 1989, Carol was named and pictured in the San Bruno Peoples and Places book as a citizen who shows concern and effort. She was instrumental in the annexation of Pacific Heights Middle School and Portola Elementary School from the Pacifica School District to the San Bruno Park School District, and devoted much effort to the San Mateo Union High School District beginning in 1996. She was a recipient of the San Bruno Mayor's Award presented by, at that time, Mayor Jim Ruane on November 2016. She was a recipient of the Patriot of the Year Award from the San Mateo County Veterans Commission. And this is the a la mode, the cream of the best awards. The Extraordinary Service Award by our City Council, and she was honored in February as the first recipient of that award. I'm sure you're all so impressed. I don't know how she had time to do anything else. The nature of her service to the Parks and Recreation community Carolyn was an active member of the Avenue of Flags Committee. Last year, she and the committee worked tirelessly to include hundreds of members of our community in the distribution of wreaths at the Golden Gate National Cemetery, and individuals who placed more than 113,000 American flags on each grave site, including our own former commissioner, Mr. Greenberg. As a member of the beautification task force, she coordinated and helped spread the word about Operation Clean Sweep, an event that's coming up this month. A citywide activity that draws and involves many citizens as they beautify our city in a significant community outreach program. Carolyn is a true icon in San Bruno and was not shy about approaching anyone and everyone to let them know about events taking place in our city. And despite significant health issues this past year, Carolyn continued to put her community first, and her volunteerism efforts remained at the forefront of her energy. This continued until her untimely passing last October. May Carolyn's memory be a blessing to all of us. At this time, the Commission wishes to present our highest honor to Carolyn Ann Livingood, and I'll ask our chair to accompany me, and if Mark and Lexi would come to the podium, we'd like to make that presentation. Thank you. By the way, this plaque that Mike is presenting stays in the Recreation Center and is a perpetual plaque. This plaque is for the family. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Behind this. I know it means everything to her, and I know she's watching. So appreciate it. And as it was mentioned, oh, sorry. Sorry, you can't all hear me. Really? My mother loved San Bruno, no doubt about it. She loved the community, and she's still here. I mean, you know, she may not be here physically, but believe me, her spirit will carry on, and I am working diligently with taking the position at Avenue of Flags to make sure our vets continue to get the support and respect that they deserve, as well as I've taken on jobs for youth and continuing the scholarship fund for the Altaglia scholarship fund that she started. So there's certain things I'll continue to keep going for my mother. But again, thank you. I know my brother and I are pleased and you know, proud of this. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Mark. And thank you, Commissioner Nigel, for a really fitting tribute. I just have one comment, and I'm not sure how old Carol was, but I got to tell you, all that stuff just makes me tired reading it and looking at it. There's a lot of stuff in there. So, okay, we're on to item 7B, and it's a preview of the city's summer recreation program. Danielle?
I will start. Good evening. Tonight I have brought along some some friends with me that will give you an overview of what they're going to be doing with our summer and our busiest time of the year. I wanted to start by saying we'll be kicking off the summer with our Posey Parade Community Day in the park again. This year it will be much as the same as last year, where the Posey Parade will start at 11 down at Keynes Avenue and San Mateo Avenue, continue up to the park, and then as they enter the park, Community Day will begin. And we will again have rides and food vendors and a band and cappuccino band and the Parkside Orchestra and band will be playing as well. So we'll have some community bands before the professional band begins. We're going to expand our area this year for the children with more games and more activities. 4-H will be there with some of their animals, littler animals, of course. So we're excited about the Community Day. Once again, we will start selling ride wristbands at the Recreation Center and at City Hall, probably within the next few weeks. So you can pick those up at one of those two locations. And pre-sales is great because you save $5 and you avoid the line on the day of. So next I'm going to have Kranitz now, and Jackie Carlisle and Kelsey Klima. They will talk about their programs that they have coming up this summer. Yes.
So once again, that date is?
Oh, I'm sorry. June 3rd is Community Day and Posey Parade. And the Posey Parade starts at 11, and the Community Day begins at 12. So next is Dee.
Hi. Good evening, Commission. My name is Dee Kranitz, Recreation Services Supervisor. And I can't believe this, but I'm diving into my 15th summer year with the Community Services Department, and I couldn't be more grateful and blessed to be doing this again. And I'm so excited to work with such a talented team this summer, and for the first time in my career, we have all recreation leaders returning for summer 2018. So. This is great news. And I'm also excited to see the campers back and having such a wonderful time in our program. Every year we like to change Camp Up to keep it fresh and new and exciting for our campers, our participants, and keep current with the trends. So instead of talking about the structure of camp, I just want to talk about a little bit more about what some of the highlights are for this summer. So as you may know, over the course of our 10-week camp program, last summer, we had an average about 210 campers a week and about 15 plus volunteers, leaders in training a week as well. We do have about a staff of 42 on board during the summer, and we want to keep the participants coming, and our goal is to keep the numbers, to have the numbers increase every year. We like seeing different participants even from Millbrae or South City, so they like to come on over to San Bruno. Some of the highlights for 2018 include our parent orientation night. So this is an opportunity for the parents to meet their child's leader and to ask questions regarding everything from camp planning to field trips, any individual needs of their child they may want to ask. Just sort of like a peace of mind aspect where parents can just come up and ask anything they want before they enroll their child in the camp, or just to get to know a little bit more about our program. So it's nice to continue to offer that. What we really enjoy seeing is that the leaders really get into sort of like the marketing piece of camp, where they create their own camp calendar and really dive into the creativity and the programming of camp. And we make it a friendly competition amongst the leaders who can come up with the most creative calendar, and we offer sort of like, we call it the Golden Chicken Award, like the first day of camp. Whoever has the most creative calendar, the group gets the golden chicken, and they kind of show it off throughout the week. So we continue to bring out creative ideas such as that for the summer. And it's really fun too, because we even have our own special camp birthday song during the summer, and the kids really get into it. So it's not the traditional birthday song, it's a different one. So we like to incorporate different ideas like that throughout the summer. On Fridays, We have our special event days, which we really get into, and it really brings out a sense of community within the camp program, where the kids all participate together in a friendly competition, whether it's a gold rush event, who can find the most gold rocks, or skit songs and stories. The leaders dive into, getting the campers into a specific song or skit that they present to the entire camp, and the kids really build their self-esteem through these special events, and the leaders really get into it as well. So based on our parent surveys, at the end of each summer, we offer a parent survey, even throughout the summer, because we do have our 10-week campers, and believe it or not, we do have about 55 participants who come all 10 weeks at camp. And so we like to keep it different and just spice it up for the children who are here every single day for the whole week. So each week is different with different themes. So we do offer that parent survey where we want to make sure that we are doing our best and incorporate new and fun ideas, and the parents are satisfied. So this year we're going to incorporate more educational pieces, and we collaborate with the library during the summer, where the camp groups go on a few field trips over to the library, and they offer some STEM projects, some technology-based projects where the children actually get to build and make something which they get to bring home, which is kind of cool. So we're going to continue to work with them throughout the summer. But all in all, I really can't do what I do without my wonderful team and the rec staff, the recreation leaders. I'm really blessed to still be doing what I'm doing. And I'm looking forward to the summer, and that concludes my report. Do you have any questions?
Are there any questions from any of the commission?
Through the chair.
Commissioner Gonzalez?
Your passion for this program as a parent. My favorite thing is coming through the park in the summer when there's hundreds of kids and they're all happy and doing projects. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Anyone else? No? Thank you, Dee. It's when you said 15 years, that's surprising to me too. So I know at the time flies by, but I think you folks do an awfully good job, and I like to echo what Commissioner Gonzalez said. Driving through the park on summer days is special, because I spent a lot of time there when I was young. That's a long time ago.
Last summer.
Yeah, or last summer. Is there any other? Does anybody else want to? Jackie? Okay, I'm going to ask Jackie to talk now.
Hi, I'm Jackie Carlisle. I'm going to talk to you about some of the things our pool has to offer this summer. So this summer, our San Bruno Park Pool will be celebrating its 59th anniversary. Our doors will open to the public on June 9th and will close for the season on September 27th. Our pool offers a variety of daily activities, including morning and afternoon water aerobics and lap swim. We have midday rec swim and both morning and afternoon swim lessons as well. Fridays and weekends are more fun inspired. So in addition to the rec swim and normal lap swim and regular water aerobics, we've added in a deep water aerobics class taught in the 10 feet, and so it's a better core body workout. You can't touch the bottom, so you have to tread the entire hour and exercise and stay afloat. So it's good for people looking for a harder workout in water aerobics and the next level up. We also do our pool rentals on the weekends and Fridays, and then what else? We have, we're also going to be holding a lot of special Friday night events. So we're going to be holding family swims, celebrating the summer kickoff on June 15th, National Parks and Recreation Month on July 6th, and the San Bruno Park Pool's 59th anniversary on July 20th. We'll also be hosting 4 teen swim nights scattered throughout June and July, as well as 4 adult swim nights through the month of August. So that's kind of a new thing we threw out there at the request of some of our water aerobics participants. Following the Friday night concerts in the park, we'll be bringing back our dive-in movies that we introduced last year. It's so our patrons can enjoy a family-friendly aquatic theme movie while they're floating around in the water on the raft and playing. We'll be showing Muppet Treasure Island on August 10th, The Little Mermaid on August 17th, and Finding Nemo on August 24th. So come and join. It's open for everybody. Our aquatic lessons offer several levels to both children and adults to accommodate a broader spectrum of needs and skills. We have, for children 6 months through 3 years old, we offer 3 different levels of tiny tots, where they, along with their parent, can learn how to get comfortable in the water and be introduced to the water and safety skills in a constructive play kind of matter. Levels 1 through 6 are for children ages 4 through 13, and they focus more on proper technique and body alignment in each skill as they progress through each level, learning freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly. Our Water Smart classes that we introduced last year are more for kids and adults and teens that maybe have never taken swim lessons before, they don't know yet how to float, and they might have water anxiety. So it's a smaller ratio to teacher. It's the perfect setting where they can comfortably learn how to be comfortable in the water, and they feel more secure. So that's pretty much about all of our swim lessons. We're continuing to build on our pre-swim team. Last year, I think we ended, our last class ended with 12 students in the pre-swim team. So that was our biggest pull. A lot of our kids are progressing to the upper levels now, so it's great to see. So we're trying to build on that. We also started offering water polo classes. So we added a couple more levels on besides the beginner class. So some of those kids had already taken it a few times, and we've added an intermediate level, which has started getting some enrollment, and we're hoping to get some high school students to do the third level, the advanced levels, to get them prepared for high school play. We're also offering junior lifeguard camps again to young swimmers ages 11 to 14. We'll have 2 weeks of that this summer. And so in that camp, participants will learn the fundamentals of water rescue, CPR, and first aid. They also get the opportunity to shadow some of our lifeguards, and they get to participate in a staff training. So that's fun for them, especially if they're interested in becoming a lifeguard later on or becoming a professional rescuer. So it's a great opportunity for them to kind of scope that out. And the last thing we have this summer is our youth triathlon. We will be holding it on Saturday, August 25th. And it's for young athletes ages 5 to 15. They'll swim, bike, and run throughout San Bruno Park. It's a great event. Everybody's around, all the parents are around cheering them on, and all the participants they'll receive a certificate at their completion, and as long as they sign up by August 17th, they'll get a commemorative t-shirt as well. So that's what we have going on in the park. You guys have any questions for me?
Any questions from any of the commissioners? Commissioner Nigel?
I want to commend, what a program.
Yeah.
Very comprehensive. I want to ask, I know in the past our lifeguards go for the competition, and they have done very, very well. Will that take place this year?
We're going to try to get a team again. I know we didn't go last year due to some scheduling conflicts, but we're going to try for it again this year, and hopefully we'll bring back some awards.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Melendrez?
I also want to commend the aquatics program. I personally first learned how to swim through the San Bruno Aquatics program. I had a quick question. What is the cost of the lifeguard training course?
Right now it's $200, and that includes the $35 admin fee that would cost for basically your certificate. I believe we offer it at the lowest rate right now in the area. So.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. And it's blended learning, so they do 7.5 hours online training, and so it reduces the time they actually spend with us in the in-person training.
Any other comments from any of the commissioners?
Through the
Commissioner
chair.
Greenberg?
I especially like when you pair up some of the camps, like tennis and swim camp and baseball and swim camp. How long have you been doing that? That's several years now. Is it 2?
Yeah. Oh,
No,
more
long
than
time?
that, I think.
Long time. I love those.
Probably 10 years.
Yeah. Let the kids get all sweaty and then put them in the pool.
Yeah.
Clean them up. I really like it. Yeah. That's very fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other comments? Thank you, Jackie.
Thanks.
Very good. Moving on to, Kelsey. My apologies.
I'm Kelsey. I'm in charge of the contract classes and camps, the events, some of the events during the year, and the activity guide. So for the most part in the summer, my main focus is the contract classes and summer camps. So the way contract camps are, they're a little different than D's. So they're companies that we bring in, we hire, and they run specific camps in a certain subject. So for example, this summer we have 44 different camps that are going to be run in addition to Camp Kaleidoscope. We have National Academy. They're going to be offering sports camps all 10 weeks, and they're going to have basketball, soccer, football, cheerleading, softball, and we're also going to have Lorenzo Hockaday for the first time, no longer an employee. He's going to be his own contractor, running his K through 8th grade basketball camp, and he's going to do that for the most of the summer as well. And like Lori said, we have the baseball and swim, tennis and swim, basketball, and nature and swim camp. So the way those work is we have either a company or rec leaders come in, they run a camp with the specific subject, and then Jackie's kids take them to the pool at the second half of the day, and they get to swim. So in addition to the sports camps, we also have other enrichment classes. We have junior chef stars coming in for baking and cooking classes. There is a Lego engineering camp with Playwell. Incrediflix and Fresh Eye will be running filmmaking, animation, and game design camps. And there are chemistry, space, and nature exploring camps with Mad Science. And there's going to also be a public speaking and debate camp that we started last year that actually has been doing really well throughout the year. So they're going to have camps during the summer as well. And so last year we had about 850 participants through the camps through the 2 months. And this year I am expecting it to be a little more just because we have 10 more camps than we did last year. For our classes this summer, we have 40 classes that the community can choose from, and we have 3 new classes to offer. It's going to be Princess Dance and Beginning Ballet Intensive, as well as a Power Yoga, which from what I've been told it's a cardio yoga, so it's a little more intense than a regular yoga class, which we also already offer. We're also going to have music classes with guitar, piano, ukulele, and early childhood music, as well as 3 self-defense classes with Kajukembo, Aikido, and Kung Fu. And for anyone that likes to dance, we have tap, salsa, ballet, ballroom, and line dancing. And that's obviously not going to be all of them because there's 40 classes, and I can only put a little bit in here. But my final main focus in the summer is going to be my 2 flea markets that are going to be July 22nd and September 9th. Right now we're about halfway filled with vendors from the returning year, and anyone that wants to be a new vendor, they're able to enroll now, and it's 9 to 4. Things that you can find at the flea market are going to be antiques, clothing, games, toys, furniture, and so for anyone else that would like to register, it's available. And that's mine. Oh, and my brochure. I will go and grab you some more, but here's the brochure for the summer that just got delivered to the houses a few days ago.
So thank you, Kelsey. Any questions from any of the other commissioners? I have 2 comments real quick. First of all, I think the city's extremely fortunate to have the the recreation staff they have, especially you three ladies. You guys are outstanding, and it's certainly nice for us to be able to hear what you offer so that we understand. And then the second comment is on the brochure, and I know that's Kelsey's thing, and it's just outstanding. I think it's really well done. I've looked at other brochures, and I think that what you've done with ours is first rate. So thank you for that. Any other comments from any other commission? I know Commissioner Greenberg wants to talk.
Through the chair. I also love our activity guide. It addresses all age groups, young, the seniors, adult, softball. They have all those leagues for everybody, and the camps. It's just amazing. I love the layout. I love the content. Not only the layout, but the content. And I especially like that you put our Junior Giant signups in there again. And you added the movies. I like that dive in. You have the concerts in the park. We're all excited about 9 concerts in the park. I don't see the movies in the park, but I imagine they'll be advertised online or fall because they're in September. But I saw that 9 concerts in the park. I'm so excited. It's already on my calendar. So thank you for the classes, the content, and the layout. Perfect.
Interim Director Stallings.
Also through the chair, one of the other things with the brochure that Kelsey has done is, part of the reason it's a little bit late is we changed software, and which was necessary, and the new software is available to be translated. So in the bubbles inside now, in I think 5 different languages, 4 or 5 different languages, what we guessed was the most popular in San Bruno, they can read, go in their own language, they can read, go online at this place, click the translate button. There's 45 languages you can choose from.
Wow.
And now you can have the whole brochure in your own native tongue.
Oh. Wow, that's impressive.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Nigel?
When I first was appointed to the commission, when I was thinner and had black hair, this came out as a mimeograph. We have come a long way, and I compliment staff on this. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, any other comments from the commission? Thanks, ladies. There's no unfinished business under item 8. Item 9 is items from members and subcommittee reports. Is there any update, Commissioner Greenberg, on the park tour subcommittee? Nothing, huh?
No, nothing. We
Yeah.
just have the form, and when you complete it, you either submit it 3 ways. Either deliver it to the park, the rec center, or you can email it, or the third one is scan it or email it. So the purpose of this is to give everybody. First of all, it's a win-win for us. The commissioners get the privilege to see all the parks. And then if there's something that needs fixing or something that needs adding, we can tell our people maybe they hadn't seen it, or we can alert that to them. So just another pair of eyes every time we go and visit. And when we submit it, I think Lucy has one she wants to submit, and I submitted a few. I didn't do any this month because it was very rainy. I didn't want to go out in the rain. But I love our parks, and I love improving them. So great.
Commissioner Gonzalez, anything for Adopt a Park?
I want to do something on that. Yeah, I want to, I was a member of that committee, and I really want everybody to know that Lori and Mike did a super outstanding job. They took the initial document, which needed a lot of fine tuning, and it has now evolved into something that's very usable and very easy for us to submit to staff. And I want to publicly thank Lori and Mike.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Nigel. Thank you for that. Commissioner Gonzalez, do you have anything?
Well, we don't have any projects right now, but Dan will be also using the forms that are submitted to see if there are any projects. He'll also come up with other projects, but I talked to him about if we see things that we can make into a small project and then match groups up. So we're working on that.
Okay, item 9B is, items from commissioners. Do any of the commissioners have anything to report? Commissioner Nigel?
You know, at the last meeting, we had the plans by the architect and staff. You guys did an amazing job. And then we had opened up the rec center with the architects there and the input from the public about our new recreation center and the new swimming pools. It is so exciting. And I hope that more people will give their input to our staff so that we come out with a wonderful new recreation center, which we're so excited about.
I think now is an appropriate time to say that the next public outreach is on May 17th, and we encourage members of the public to come down to the Recreation Center between 3 and 5. It's considered a drop-in session. You can come in, ask the architects questions, and then from 6:30 to 8:30, it's a more formal presentation, and these are both on May 17th. Good. Commissioner Greenberg?
Yes, I have a few items. Number one is I'm very proud to say that on Friday, along with the Basso Lions Club, and the city is helping us put it together. They're sponsoring us, offering the facilities. We're going to have a special needs basketball tournament. It's during the day so the students can come. We have participants from Allen, Portola, Parkside, and then some older groups. That Mills High School is coming, and then some Gate Path ATP program from South City. So they're going to play a basketball game. Check-in time will be till like 9 to 9:45, and then we'll have opening ceremonies 9:45 to 10, and then the games are 10 to 11:30, and then afterwards they're going to have a little mini dance, get a little awards, and then free pizza. They're all excited about that. And also on top of that, the police and fire will be on hand because they love to. The students love to look at the trucks and meet the firefighters and the police, and it's pretty fun watching them play basketball. They give a whole new meaning to dribble, double dribble. You know, they run with the ball, so it's pretty fun to watch. And we have smaller hoops that are handheld, and we can lower them for people in wheelchairs or the ones that are incredibly short or need assistance. So I'd like to thank especially Danielle for allowing us to, and arranging for us to use the rec center and basketballs and things we don't have, and we're going to set up chairs. So that's going on this Friday, the 20th, so that's pretty fun. The other thing I have going for this weekend is on Saturday is the compost. Go get free compost. So we have a garden at school, so that is up at Beckner on Saturday from 8 to 11. And then I'm going over to South City. They have Arbor Day at their Altaloma Park, their grand opening and tree planting, and then the dedication of their new park at Altaloma School is at 11 a.m. I'm going to that. And I think my most favorite thing is our Junior Giant signups are going to be on Saturday, May 5th at the San Bruno Library. And it's from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, and it's for ages 7 to 13, and it's free for participants. And new this year is a softball program. The little girl in the pink hat is our own little Lucy Chan. She made the flyer. This goes to throughout California, well, Northern California. It doesn't go to Dodger country. And so, as I say, it's a free program, 8-week program, and not only do we play baseball, but we do summer reading, healthy eating, and anti-bullying, which is called strikeout bullying. So, as I say, new this year is a softball division. For the younger ones, they want to promote more girls into sports because they feel it gives them confidence, and I don't know, it helps them on the road to getting scholarships for college because they're more confident, and they may not be, necessarily get softball scholarships, but it just gives girls more confidence, so they want to introduce them to this free baseball program. And the final thing is last night, Chair Mike Palmer and I, we went to South City Park and Rec meeting just to get, a feel for our neighbor city, what they do, and they're similar along our lines. As a matter of fact, they were in touch with our park department because they're starting a new online system, and they are just in the process of getting our system, which you have been using for months, Civic Rec, is that what it's called? Yeah, and so they're kind of green with it, so I think they're going to call you a lot. So thank you for Danielle gave them a lot of input what to use. So they were very nice people, and I think they're going to put together a Park and Rec Commission for all the local commissions for all the cities sometime either in fall or winter or something, but they'll keep us advised.
Kind of just a get-together
Yeah.
type thing. One comment I have, it was interesting, having been through the civic rec here and understanding it a little bit, and actually signed up myself. The question came up from one of the commissioners last night about, can you do this in Spanish? And they didn't know they could. So you may get that question, and you can tell them, yeah, sure, 45 languages. So, but yes, Commissioner Greenberg and I had our first date last evening, and it was. Any other items from any of the commission?
This is not directly Park and Rec, but you know we had the tragedy at YouTube a couple of weeks ago, and I was reading in the patch that Google and YouTube were so appreciative of our first responders, our police and our fire and other staff, that they have given the city, the foundation, San Bruno Foundation, $280,000. That'll help us continue with all our volunteer programs, and it's really exciting. Thank you, Google and YouTube.
Any other comments from any other commission?
Mr. Chair?
Commissioner Melendres?
So I actually did conduct one park tour. I was going to go over it briefly. I went to Grundy Park, and it was just on the way, so I thought I'd stop by and do it. And it's a very well-kept park. The basketball rim, the basketball net may need to be replaced. Most of the benches were good. I gotta say, it was a very well-trimmed park. I don't know if I went there on a day where it was just freshly cut, but there wasn't a single tree or leaf out of place, so that was really nice. To use an analogy I used for the city park, I was able to walk through the entire path just looking at my phone without tripping, so very well-kept path as well. There was one issue with the eastern sign where it says Grundy Park. That was probably the only thing that needs trimming. It actually reads Undy Arc, so I thought I'd mention that one. Most of the trash cans are missing matching recycling bins, except for one near the picnic area, but it looked like just a regular trash can, so there was trash in that one as well. The picnic area was very well kept. The play structures were very well kept. I was very impressed with those. Let's see, what else? The Eastern Park entrance sign, the Western Park entrance sign, the wooden sign was a little faded, but it was still legible. There was one bench, I believe it was the second to last bench on the eastern entrance, where one of the bars, it was one of those, I don't know how to describe it, like 3 planked benches. The last one looked like it was ready to fall off. If I had stepped on it, it probably would have came off. And the last major concern I had was the light near the picnic area. When I went, it was a very windy day, and it wobbled in the wind quite a bit to the point where I didn't feel very comfortable standing near it. So I thought that might be a safety concern. I did get a chance to see all the new signs. That's great, and doggy bags are at every available entrance. So very well kept park.
Thank you. Any other? I have one item myself, and it unfortunately it's an apology to my fellow commissioners. I have not completed the revisions on the commissioner handbook. I asked our interim director Stallings to take a look at it for me, and he did, and came back with several suggestions. Unfortunately, baseball season has started, and I've been busy doing other things, but I promised to have it for us at our May meeting. So I just want to let you know I haven't forgot about that. On to item 10, items from staff. We've had all of our items from staff. Outstanding. Interim Director Stallings.
As I begin my 4th week, I just would like to echo the comments from the Commission on the quality of the Recreation Division staff, the Parks Division, the facility, the custodian, and the library staff. I've just been impressed at every corner. The senior center itself, coming here, as they're putting it back together. I was here in the transition from the seniors eating in the meeting room at the rec center to coming back up here with great success, great excitement. The opportunity for a fresh set of eyes and making suggestions, having conversations about have you considered, can you consider, is this something that you might consider? As a consultant, you come in and that's all you can do is make recommendations. You can't direct anything. Everybody has accepted that with the greatest of ease and confidence that to consider the idea, which is really all I can ask for. So it's been a great first month, and I'm looking forward to being here for a few more months while the recruitment continues. It has begun. The recruitment process is underway. I don't have any of the timelines yet, except that at least they've started the recruitment now. So that part for the new community services director is underway. To also piggyback on the Group 4 comments, who's the consultant working on the new Recreation and Aquatic Center, at City Hall right now is a standalone kiosk just across from City Clerk. If you're at City Hall, we encourage every citizen to go in there and fill out the online survey as to what you would like at the center. And it's also available online. So if from your own phone, tablet, or desktop, you can take the survey. The consultant was overly impressed. Whatever amazingly impressed is that in the first 48 hours, they had almost 400 submissions to the survey, which is, I guess, never happened before in that quantity. So the citizens are to be congratulated for participating. So that concludes my comments.
Have you been recruited yet?
Yes.
Yes, I was going to say. Okay, ladies, you need to. Okay, being no further business tonight, I'm going to declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.